Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Amali, and just before I get into the video today, I want to say a very big thank you to all of my 200 subscribers. Thank you so much for pushing us to where we are. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel. I try as much as possible to post all of my motherhood experiences, and I also post out tips that were really helpful to me and I believe will also be helpful to you. Just like today, I'm going to be sitting here and talking to you about 12 tips on how to maintain a clean and organized home. So if you're a mom with children or you're single and you have a home that you definitely want to keep clean, sit back and enjoy this video. So the very first tip I'll be giving out for a clean and organized home is that you have a station for things. In your kitchen, do not just keep things anywhere, littered anywhere in the kitchen. You should have a station for your long spoons. You should have a station for your eating spoons where you keep your pots. And even in your bedroom, you should also have a place where you hang your clothes, where you keep your wigs. They should all just be in the same spot. You know, you don't just, nobody just comes in and then you just see a wristwatch lying anywhere. You should have a place that this is where I keep my wristwatch. So even if you come from outside and you're taking off your things, in your mind it's already there that okay, my wristwatch is supposed to be kept on this table, it's supposed to be kept on top of this cupboard, it's supposed to be, you know, just have a designated place where you keep your stuff. Everything should just have a particular spot, and then you should also master it. This is where I keep this. So even if you come from outside, you're coming in and you're like, you take off your clothes, you take off your whatever, you take off your wig, and you just know, okay, I hang it over here, not to leave it on the bed. Having stations for where you keep things will help you have a very organized home. So the second point is that you learn to always fold. If you can cultivate the habit of folding clothes instead of just taking them and dumping right into your wardrobe, the house will be more organized. I made this video when I took my baby out of my back. I folded the wrapper immediately instead of just hanging it on the chair or leaving it unfolded on the bed. I know I'm still going to use it today actually. I'll still use it soon, but I'll get it from the wardrobe when I need it. Folding your clothes actually makes them neater and makes the whole house look organized. Next point is that you do it when you see it. So if you see something that is not where it's supposed to be, at that very time, just pick it up from there and keep it where it's supposed to be. Just like in the living room, maybe your cushion is on the floor, you just pick it up and then put it back where it's supposed to be. Don't leave it there because you know that the kids are still going to come and play on it anyways, but they are not there at that time. So you just pick it up and keep back. Or maybe you're just busy doing something and then you see a cobweb in your house on the wall. You just use something and take it down at that time, because when you're cleaning, you might not remember that you had seen that thing there. So it's best when you see it, you just do it. Another point is you should keep a bin close by. Yes, you have a big trash can outside in your backyard or in your kitchen, but don't forget when you're in the room, sometimes you feel lazy to go out of your room and throw something or to even do anything. You just want to stay inside your room as long as possible. So now imagine taking out something from a pack and then you want to throw away that pack. Where will you put it? So it's best you have a bin in your room or maybe just outside the door of your room, just so you're not tempted to throw things on the floor unnecessarily. Your floor will still be maintained clean. Yeah, so having a bin close by would definitely give you a clean house. Okay, so another point now is that you sun your used towels. When you use your towels, if you have a machine that can dry them or that can heat them, fine. But if you do not, please take your towels out to the sun. If you leave them inside, as cold as it is, it can stay there and then start causing unpleasant odor in your house. So it's very necessary to sun your towels outside, or if you have a heater, you can heat them and then let them just stay clean and dry. Another wonderful point is that you should have a deep clean day. Yeah, so if you are a very busy person, you work the regular 9 to 5 and you come back home really tired, of course you won't be able to do most of these things or try to clean the house during the week. But at least if you can pick out like on a Saturday or on a Sunday, I said this day is the day I used to clean my entire house, and you do it very deep. You take your mop, you do all the deep cleaning on that particular day, you're going to have a very perfect home. So you can pick out one day in a week to always clean your house, to deep clean your house. Your house is going to be very clean. But if you leave it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, your house starts getting all very messy. So pick out one day in a week or two, depending on what your schedule is like, and just have it for your deep clean day. So this is a point I love so much. make your bed first thing in the morning. I always do this, and there's this satisfaction I get after making my bed, even when the floor is a bit sandy and everything is looking a little bit unkept, and then I just make the bed. Somehow the room just looks very clean. Yeah, so your bed is actually one very powerful tool in your bedroom. So if it is made, every other thing is easy. It's very easy. So you wake up first thing in the morning, just clear up your bed. It makes the work a lot easier. A lot easier. So having a very clean bed to sit on, to lie on, those of us that do everything on our bed, is actually the goal for a clean home. So the next thing is that you practice evening cleaning before the morning rush. It's very important, because if you wake up from sleep and then you're waking up to an untidy home, there's just some very bad welcoming that day is given to you. Yeah, so but if you're back from work, or at the end of the day the kids are asleep, you just try to tidy up. Okay, pick out one thing and just keep where it's supposed to be. Oh, their toys are littered everywhere. You just try to put their toys where it's supposed to be, or whatever it is that they had left somewhere or the other. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like there's so much for you to do. So please try to practice evening cleaning. Try to keep the home a little bit, not tight, not very well, but it depends on your schedule still, but at least to some extent let the house not look scary for you the next morning. So my next advice is, do not have a messy spot. Messy spot, I gave it that name. Now a messy spot is that area of your bed where you just heap things and keep till anytime you're ready to fold them, or that chair in your bedroom where you just take things from outside and keep anywhere you just see, you dump it there. That is a messy spot. When I just had my baby, his stroller was actually a messy spot for me. My sister looked at me one time, she was like, as organized as you are, so finally you have a messy spot. I'll just take things and just dump it there. I'll take things, and it took me a long time to finally get rid of that spot. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be keeping things here anymore. The moment I have to just finish with it at that time. So please try to also fight it. Don't have that thing, that chair, that table where you just pack things and keep. It makes the room look messy. Seriously, if everywhere in your house is very organized, and then you just turn your eye and look at that place, you feel like, oh, please don't go there. Alright, so a messy spot is not advisable. So try as much as possible to get it out of your life. Another tip for a clean home is that you should rinse your bathroom walls and the floor after use. Just cultivate the habit of pouring water on it, at least to bring down the soap and everything you had splashed on the wall. When you take your bath, if there's some heaps of foam that flew out of your body one way or the other, so you should try to rinse it off. You're not washing the bathroom at that time, but it somehow keeps your bathroom clean till the time you're washing it, till the time you have to deep wash your bathroom. So every time after bathing, just make it a point of duty that you also bath your bathroom before you leave the bathroom. So another point is that you should wash your dishes after cooking and after eating. Keep your kitchen very clean. Don't leave it for cockroaches to inhabit, and don't leave it for laziness too to come in. If you don't do it at that time, once you still have that, immediately you just finish eating and you're still, you just keep your plate. You just wash it at once and keep. But by the time you go and sit down, you feel lazy to stand up from that place. So the best thing to do is just tidy up with the kitchen, finish everything you have to do in the kitchen before you leave. Also cleaning your plates, wash all of your dishes, because sometimes you leave your dirty plates there in the kitchen, you have cockroaches coming in and you're increasing the number of cockroaches in your home. Even when you come back to clean it later, cockroaches and ants are already there, so they start having homes there. Anytime they see a dirty plate, they'll come outside. So it's best that you just wash immediately, keep your sink very clean, and before you can go to rest after eating. My mother would say that you have not finished eating until your plate is washed. So get used to that as well. So I am going to end by saying that you should designate duties. If you have big people in your home, you have senior kids in your house that you know that you can say, you have to take the trash outside, you will have to be cleaning and sweeping in the morning, at least outside the frontage or the parlor. You should do this. Just designate duty, just so you don't have everything on your shoulder alone. Or you can hire a maid, you can have somebody who you pay to do these things for you. And also, please give yourself grace. It is not easy. It's not easy to go out and walk. It's not easy to think about the welfare of the home and still come back again and still consider keeping your house clean. It's not easy. So sometimes you just give yourself grace, rest, and then you can be ready to continue with cleaning the house, because it's very important to keep your home clean. Alright, so those are very wonderful tips that I have given out today. I hope you enjoyed them and I hope they are going to be very useful to you. Thank you so much for watching my video today and see you in my next video. Bye.